How does ETF compare with mutual funds? One is that mutual fund is an actively managed securities or actively managed, whereas ETFs are passively managed, which means that it just track records the index or the securities. ETF can be traded on a stock exchange, whereas mutual fund does not get traded on the stock exchange, but the NAV is arrived at the end of the day. The cost of an ETF is much lower when compared to what we call a TER or total expense ratio of a mutual fund. This is again one big advantage of mutual fund and how it differs from mutual fund. ETF prices are much lower when compared to the securities in the mutual fund. The underlying securities whichever are there for ETF, the prices are very close to the market prices. MFs should outperform the ETFs generally. So why MFs outperform the ETFs is because where in markets where its inefficiency is there. For example, in India, it's still considered to be a imperfect market. So the fund manager is expected to outperform the index itself. But nevertheless, the ETF contributions or investments in the mutual funds have been growing over a period of time. Are ETFs safer when compared to mutual funds? I don't think so. The reason being, although that perception is that ETFs are safer, but I don't think so because the underlying securities risk is already there. Safety also depends on the type of securities which you are investing into or the industry that it is tracking. For example, if they are tracking a gold and if gold is volatile, then obviously the ETF would also be volatile. If the market is volatile or the prices are fluctuating during the day or during a period, obviously the ETF prices or the value would also change from time to time. It also depends on the stocks in the ETF. For example, if you are investing into an ETF which is a small case or a small cap, then obviously the risk is higher when compared to the underlying securities which are are large cap companies. So it's exposed to volatility of the market and the index value will always be equivalent to that of an ETF. What are the benefits of ETF? One of the benefits of ETF is that if you do not know how to select a stock and you want to be in the broader participation of the market, then ETF is one. And I think it's listed on a stock exchange, which means that it is traded in a stock exchange, unlike a mutual fund. With one position, that is buying one ETF, you're buying at least about 10 or 19 or sometimes 25 securities in the index itself. You can invest into an ETF with a small fraction of the amount itself rather compared to a mutual fund. The investment amount is low, the cost is low, and it is traded throughout the day. Unlike mutual funds, as I said, the NAV is calculated at the end of the day. ETFs is again a product which is good and ideal for beginners. People who do not know mutual funds, who do not know securities, but they know that markets are good or an asset class is good, and they do not want to take high risk or get into that active participation by the mutual fund managers and pay the high TR, then what they do is they're just buying into the index, and as the index goes up, then also the values goes up. There's transparency. You see, in mutual fund, the portfolio is declared at the end of the month. SEBI regulations, demand that the asset management companies declare their portfolio on a monthly basis. Whereas if you buy an ETF, the underlying securities are known to you. So that's why the transparency is there. People who are looking for a regular income, ETF declares a dividend on a quarterly basis. So if you are looking for regular income, ETF is also a good choice because you get the income on a regular basis, dividend. How do you invest in ETF? One of the questions is, like a mutual fund, it's not necessary. Unlike a mutual fund, it is not necessary to have a demat account. The choice is yours. You could either have in a physical form, a mutual fund, or you could have in a demat form. But whereas in an ETF, an account with a broker and a demat account or a depository account is mandatory. Without that, you cannot buy. So you need to open an account with the stockbroker and then make an investment. What is it for Sharia compliant investors when you come to this ETF product? See, when we are making investment in the capital market, there are only two ethical mutual funds for the last, I may say, 20 years. And everybody knows that. That is, one is Tata Ethical Fund and the other is Taurus Ethical Fund. Now, other than these two mutual funds, if you want to diversify, for example, into a sectoral fund or maybe into a large cap fund or a particular category of fund, we do not have mutual funds. So ETF becomes a good choice. Do you know that there's a Nifty ETF which is Sharia compliant? There's an IT index which is there, which is an ETF which is there. There are 10 stocks in that. Incidentally, at this point of time, all the 10 stocks are Sharia compliant. So by buying a small ETF with about, let's say, 30 rupees, what you are actually doing is buying 10 stocks of IT. Recently, Nippon India has also started an ETF on pharma. Again, this ETF pharma has got 10 stocks in it. Stocks like Cadila or Sun Pharma or whatever it is. So with a small amount of just 14 rupees, you're taking with one position of 14 rupees value, you're investing into 10 stocks of pharma and healthcare. So this is the advantage that Alhamdulillah, we have got 4 ETFs. Gold ETF is there, Nifty ETF is there, IT ETF is there, and the pharma ETF is there. This, in addition to the 2 mutual funds, I think is a good opportunity for us. If you have not heard of the small cases, Sensate has got floated one small case which is called the Power of 3 ETFs, where that's a good choice and has been given a very good return. Who is this ETF suitable for? ETF is suitable for, mostly it is the large institutions who make an invest into the ETFs, but it is suitable also for retail investors. For long-term holding, it is good. Investors who have got funds in a transition stage, they can park their money into the ETF. People who are looking for low risk, instead of a savings account, you can park into ETF. So in short, ETF is a good product for people who are beginners, for people who do not want to get into the hassles or make an effort of selecting a fund manager or a high-performing fund manager, but who are happy with the market. They see that the stock market has been going up over a period of time and they want to piggy bank on the index or the ETF, then ETF is a good choice. So my recommendation is that people who are not looking for an optimal or a very high outperformance of the index itself, ETF is for them. Thank you very much.